San Jose is preparing for some of the biggest events in sports, from the Super Bowl to the World Cup, all while tackling challenges like homelessness, public safety, and the city's economic future. We're joined now by San Jose Mayor Mahan to talk about his plans and his recent comments on the governor. Good morning, Mayor. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Raina. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, so I want to dive into all the work that you've been doing out there. Can we start with the safe sleeping site? How is it going so far? When did it officially open?
Absolutely. So we just opened the first safe sleeping site in at least the South Bay, maybe the Bay Area, and it's meant to be a stabilization point or a navigation center. We are engaging in the resolution of the largest encampment we've had out at Columbus Park, and we are offering everyone housing, but we believe this safe sleeping site can be a stepping stone, an interim step where people can get connected to a case manager, start to sort out their personal situation, and then we can help them step up towards something more permanent. So our crews are on site, ready to begin to welcome people to the site, and people should be moving in any day now. The site is ready to go.
That's wonderful. I know you had just a few challenges, a few delays, but you guys have been working through that, correct?
Unfortunately, we had an incident of, we suspect it was attempted copper wire theft, although I don't think there was any copper wire there, but there was damage to some of the infrastructure. And so we've had a couple of issues, but we've worked through it. We're ready to go. In the last couple of weeks, we've also opened 3 converted motels that we've purchased and, leased, and that are interim solutions as well. In fact, San Jose is leading the way in ending unsheltered homelessness in California. We're opening over 1,000 interim housing placements this year, and we have increased the rate of sheltered homelessness of our homeless population to 39% from just 16% a few years ago. We think by the end of this year, we will be over 50% sheltered, meaning people are not out in sprawling, unmanaged tent encampments all over the city.
Oh, Mayor, that is incredible. Let's switch gears and let's talk about how San Jose was just named the safest big city in the country. Okay, when we read this came out the other day. I'm wondering what that title means for you.
It means a lot. It is a huge point of civic pride. All the credit to SJPD and all the staff in the department, both sworn and civilian, and all of their partners. And really, it's a testament to our police department's relationship with the community. These kinds of reductions in crime don't happen by accident. They happen when a community has a trusted relationship with its police force. They're willing to report crime, share evidence, bear witness to crime, and help create accountability. And that's what we're trying to do in San Jose at all levels, is create a culture of accountability for the kinds of outcomes that everybody deserves: safe neighborhoods, clean streets, an end to homelessness, economic opportunity. We're trying to stay focused on the basics and just execute together as one team, relentless about driving results, and SJPD is doing a fantastic job.
You guys are certainly busy down there. What are some of the challenges that you guys are facing as you're heading into those huge mega events, the Super Bowl, FIFA World Cup, all in the South Bay? Let's talk about how you guys are preparing for the influx of people.
We're excited. We will be on the global stage next year, as you mentioned. Well, first of all, we've got the first ever historic playoff game for our Valkyries just in a couple weeks, and National Women's Soccer Championship both coming to San Jose. But next year, we'll have Super Bowl, 3 March Madness games at SAP Center, and 6 World Cup matches, all here in the South Bay. And we want to encourage folks to fly into SJC, best mid-sized airport in the country, hands down. That's a Wall Street Journal ranking. And stay in our hotels. We'll be putting on the party here. We have been raising funds to put on over a dozen concerts. We will have community-oriented events, drone shows, things for people to do when they're not at the big game. The big game might only be 10% of the time they spend while they're here in the Bay Area, but we want to make sure they see all of the diversity, innovation, great food and weather that we have to offer. And we want to invite everybody to get in on the festivities. So we'll have a fan experience in downtown San Jose for tens of thousands of people.
Okay, I'm glad you brought up the Valkyries, an exciting first season for them. Now this comes with a trip to the postseason. The team earning a spot with a win last night. The Valkyries sold out every home game this season, but we know they won't be playing at their usual home arena of Chase Center, and they're actually heading to the SAP Center in San Jose. How did this come about?
Yeah, well, we're really excited to host them. And look, we're a region. We host Bay FC, which is the first women's professional soccer team in the region, and they just recently played in San Francisco. So I think there was a scheduling conflict, as I understand it, but SAP Center is ready to host. San Jose is ready to host. We've got a fantastic downtown, just blocks from SAP Center. You have Little Italy, Creekside Social, San Pedro Square, tons of restaurants, bars, safe, walkable. Of course, you know we've got great weather down here in the South Bay. So we're excited to host the Bay Area's team, our Valkyries, and cheer them on in the playoffs.
Could this lead to other home games at SAP Center in the future?
Well, we're hoping everybody has a great experience. I have no doubt it'll be another sellout crowd for this team that's become a phenomenon, and we hope so. As I mentioned, Bay FC plays down here at PayPal Park in San Jose, but they just played at Oracle in San Francisco. I think the more that we can act as a region and invite everybody, all of our 7 million plus residents in this beautiful bay that we all live around, together to visit each other's cities. I'm a big cheerleader for Oakland and San Francisco and all the other cities and towns in between. So I think it's a great thing for the region.
Okay, let's talk about, we know that a lot of the economic impact is coming to downtown, but let's talk about how the other neighborhoods are going to benefit from all of these events that are coming.
Well, as you say, downtown is the central hub because it's 5 minutes from the airport. We have Diridon Station with more train and bus connections. We have the hotel rooms, the theaters, a lot of public space. But we have other very special places in our city. Mexican Heritage Plaza is probably the prime example of a community gathering place that has so much significance for our community. So we will look to put on community events around these games. We're also working to secure athletes who have played at that professional level to come and visit our classrooms. Kids with their personal stories of overcoming adversity. So we're going to make sure the whole community is involved. We'll be out supporting activations and events in every neighborhood across the city.
All right, Mayor, so let's get into your recent op-ed. I got a chance to read it. You criticized the governor's focus on social media. I'm wondering what motivated you to speak out.
Well, look, we are in California at the city level. We're in nonpartisan offices, and we are on the front lines of addressing unsheltered homelessness, public safety issues, blighted buildings and neighborhoods and freeways far too often. We're on the front lines of trying to deliver a better life for our residents, and we need, less rhetoric and more results coming out of Sacramento. I'm not trying to pick on the governor specifically, but the point I was trying to make, and I praised him. I think when he takes on this administration in Washington over substantive issues, the rule of law and personal liberty, I stand with him. I can't stand with him when we're shooting the messenger when a large employer says California doesn't have the kind of business climate that makes us want to open stores. And I think we have to, our job is to listen. Our job is to hear the frustrations of our constituents, the frustrations of potential business owners and investors in our state, and commit to doing better. And I think we can start by implementing Prop 36, building that much needed treatment capacity for addiction, and help people have an alternative to the streets on the one hand or jail on the other hand. Let's get people the help they need. And I'm just trying to push everybody in Sacramento to deliver for our residents, to do more, to be bolder, and partner with our cities to resolve these longstanding issues.
We know you have to run here, so this is the last question. You can answer this quickly. What would you like to see the governor focus on more directly?
Well, I would start with what I was just describing. Californians, by a tremendous margin, 70-30 support for Prop 36 in the last election. And the premise was very simple. It's very common sense. We see the suffering of people on our streets cycling between emergency rooms, the county jail, and our streets, and often harming others, our small businesses, for example, who face $8 billion a year worth of retail theft in the state of California. The answer is accountability. It's treatment. It's giving people a choice between choosing treatment or facing a consequence, such as 30 days of detoxing in the county jail. And we hope people choose treatment, and normally they do. But to offer that accountability and that path out of homelessness and addiction, we have to have treatment beds. And I want our state to do more to deliver on solutions to homelessness and addiction, make our state safer, cleaner, and better for everybody.
San Jose Mayor Mahan, thank you so much for taking the time out today. We look forward to talking to you again as we get closer to 2026. We'll see you then.
Definitely. Thank you.